What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. My name is Mark. This is my channel, Pop Punk Present and Past. Today, we're going to be doing a little review here of the brand new record by Mr. Saturday Sunday, Monsieur Fin de Semaine, El Señor de la Fin de Semana, Mr. The Weeknd. His new record came out last week, and I have been consuming it
heavily
for the past week. So let's just get right into it. First thing I'm gonna say is I have never been a massive fan of The Weeknd. You know, I like going out sometimes, but you know, sometimes I miss my friends from school. I'm kidding. Please. There's obviously songs I like in his discography. I don't know. I was never stuck on anything by him until last week. So if you guys watched my last video on my channel, which was my favorite songs of the year, that did in fact include a song by The Weeknd, which was the song Blinding Lights. I love that song. The driven synth, it is so dancey. I can't not dance to that song. Track's a fucking certified bop. Stamp it. With that said, I came into this record with some decent expectations. And my thing was, you have two great singles out. If the rest of your record even features like a couple other good tracks and then some duds, it's still probably a pretty good record, 6+. So I was like, okay, this is noteworthy. This is something to look out for. Date comes, record drops, I check it out. Wow. I am blown away. Let's talk about some of the songs on here. Right off the bat, Alone Again. The song starts, and I look at the runtime, and I'm a little worried. It's not that I don't like the early part of the song, you know, the kind of classic spacey, ambient, quiet R&B sound that The Weeknd does pretty often. I'm worried that if this is a 4-minute song of just this, I feel like I'm not going to enjoy it. But one thing that I'm so pleasantly impressed by is the development in this first song. For a few minutes, the opening of the album, you're just getting a feel for what he's trying to go for here. He discusses a drug addiction and this problem he's having and how he wants this lover to get him out of it. And very pleasantly so, the track transitions and you have this middle section with this very cutting, deep, just wall of a bass sound just kind of pulsating at you. In my case, I kind of zone out to that first part, but then when this kind of pulsing bass comes in, it immediately grabs my attention, brings me right back into the song, and then you get kind of a third musical section of it that's a lot more hip-hop based, drum focused. We go into the track Too Late. One of the things that The Weeknd does throughout the entire album that I am super happy about, including this song, is play around with all of the different vocal filters he has and all the different ways his vocals are produced and edited. It's not just The Weeknd. There is some musicality to the auto-tune they're using, to the reverbs they're using, compressors they're using, and so on and so forth. And I really enjoy it. But for some reason, this one seems a little bit more shallow. The musicality of it just isn't as deep, doesn't reach as far into me. I'm not the biggest fan of this song. I think it's fine. Play it on the radio, play it on the car with your friends. It's also 4 minutes and doesn't have the same amount of variety as that first track. This one kind of stays to the same idea more or less the entire time. Then we go into Wow Zone. This next 5-song run is incredible. Like, Hardest to Love is a gorgeous track. Gorgeous. If you're not gonna listen to any song on this record because you don't care about it, listen to Hardest to Love. Thematically, Abel comes across very mature here. Sorrowful that he has put his previous lovers through what he has. But let's talk about the fucking musicality in this. Holy shit, those synths are gorgeous. Fucking buttery, smooth, soft, wide as can be. This beautiful pillow of these. I've been the hardest to love. Oh, those just the softest hits on them. Beautiful contrast here is you have these just gorgeous just sit down and cry choruses. In the verses, it's like a synth pop thing. You have this like fast driving hi-hats, can barely keep up with it. It's ballad synth pop thing. I don't know, but it's just it's it's so good. It is so good. It has an argument for being the best song on the album. Scared to Live. Wow. This is what I'm talking about with thematic maturity, boys. In the previous song, he discusses that, you know, he's not easy to love. He fucks up. He does this. He does that. It's frustrating. People, if they don't want to, shouldn't have to deal with. And in this track, he is professing to a former lover that she should move on. Oftentimes, artists kind of show a sense of ownership to past lovers, like, oh yeah, but I beat though. I'll always be in her head. Some like kind of twisted thing like that. It is just refreshing. This just bursting chorus, just aching for this person to be able to love someone, not just be in some romantic relationship, but please live, please be your fullest. Stop being afraid because of the pain I put you through. Please, for you, not for me, for you, I want you to be able to grow and become an amazing person. And this is such a gorgeous sentiment. I love this song. The production is super, super grandiose. I picture The Weeknd in this open opera house here, just wailing it out. Fuck. We continue this amazing run. Snow Child. This is a lot more of a hip-hop track. Talking about the come-up. His vocal performance is great here. He's just kind of spitting, flowing. See, the song's a whole 4 minutes. It does not feel 4 minutes. His melody absolutely makes this song. The way he's able to seemingly effortlessly just follow this melody in the verse and just kind of play with his highs and lows, and he just has such a clean voice here. Just with the fellas, you know, with the fellas. You just play this one with the fellas. For the fellas. Escape from LA is another very good song. The Weeknd getting this feeling of just being stuck in this stardom. We get this sentiment from many artists, kind of feeling overwhelmed by it all, always being surrounded by the lights and the cameras and what is Los Angeles, and the effect that that takes on his relationship, wishing that he was in a simpler place with his relationship to be able to expand it further. This is an often spoken sentiment, but that doesn't make it any less true. Once again, the melody he carries in the verses, his ability to keep my attention in the verses really makes this song, because there's a lot of songs where you're kind of just waiting for the chorus, for the big explosion. You don't get a sense of that here, which I think is very valuable to the overall worth of the song. The next track is Heartless. This one was released before the record. Metro Boomin on production, pretty standard R&B urban trap track. That run of 5 songs is just, oh. So the next track is called Faith. It's not one of my favorites on the record. With that said, even the songs that aren't my favorites are still good, enjoyable tracks, which is good. I can compare it to sports. We don't have any sports, so I need to get them all out. Any team can win when they play well, but great teams win and find a way to win even when they don't play well, and that's what The Weeknd does on this record. Faith, honestly, isn't one of my favorite tracks here. When I listen to the entirety of the record, it's not something that stands out to me personally, but standalone, this is still a pretty good track. Even when The Weeknd doesn't play as well as he can, he still wins. You guys already know how I feel about Blinding Lights. This is an amazing, amazing synth pop song. It's just incredible. It doesn't get old. Everyone should listen to this song. Anyone can like this song. Play this shit at my fucking funeral. Or my wedding. Or my guinea pig's first birthday. Any event. In Your Eyes kind of has the same thing as Faith. Save Your Tears is one late in the record that I actually did favorite when I was listening to it first listen. The Repeat After Me interlude, I actually enjoy. I mean, it's 3 minutes of him just saying, you don't love him if you're thinking of me. Penultimate song on the record is called After Hours, the title track here. This is another one that I, specifically marked on my first listen through. I just love the progression throughout the song. Final track on the record is Until I Bleed Out. This one's whatever. This one could have not made the record and be fine. Yes, I heavily enjoy this record. This record is very good. Other than like the 2 duds in there that I probably won't come back to, this record is just all good songs and a about 4 great songs, which is legitimately very hard to do on a record for any artist, and especially for an artist that I, had previous doubts about, to convince me Abel's done everything he needed to and then some. This record is magnificent. I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8.5. I've heard magnum opus thrown around here. I'm gonna have to agree with them. This is career defining. This is an incredible record that anyone can enjoy. If you guys have listened to this record, please let me know your thoughts, opinions, questions, concerns down below in the comments section. If you guys would like to see me review any other albums, leave those down below as well. Check me out on social media, @Markyish. I love synth pop. Do fun things, stay beautiful, all of the above.